as we'll have 2 B features. Top 2 will be going to the A main. So here we go. Starting on the pole to be the 228 of Tim Petty. On the outside of Tim Petty will be the 11R of Riley Duncan. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 26 of Matt Menzie. On the outside of him will be the 16 of Tim Mullins. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 6H of Will Hibden. On the outside of Will Hibden will be the 22D of Chad Donaldson. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 1 of Brandon Beam. On the outside of Brandon Beam will be the 7J of Justin Wald. Row number 5 on the inside will be the 33 of Jeremy Curlis. And on the outside of him will be the 51 of Ken Walker. Row number 6 on the inside will be the 26D of Jonathan Dean. On the outside of Jonathan Dean will be the 7X of Jacob Long. Row number 7 will be the X of Jamie Petty. And on the outside of Jamie Petty will be the 42 of Jack Owens. And then it'll be the 44 of Jerry Langton. "12 laps your distance, 2 will be going to the main. Everybody else will be enjoying the rest of the Turkey Bowl in the stands or going home." But we appreciate everybody coming out. Like I said, 200 race cars checked in for tonight's Turkey Bowl on a Sunday afternoon when it is a short work week for most people, but for drivers to make this drive to Springfield, Missouri, and the race here in front of a packed house here at Springfield Raceway just shows how much these drivers love racing as the green flag is in the air. Petty earlier coming down the back stretch as the 11 of Riley Duncan and the 26 of Matt Menzie battling there for a second. As smoke coming out of the 22 D of Chad Donaldson as he is losing positions there in the 22D of Chad Donaldson, but we're still racing as the 22D of Chad Donaldson will be making a hard right turn into the pit area. With the 16 of Tim Mullins as well, but out in front though is a 228 of Tim Petty, still out in front as a 26 of Menzie, and the 11 of Duncan still battling there for a second. Menzie on the bottom, Duncan on the top side as they are side by side going down the back stretch of the turn number 3. But 2 car lengths in front of them, so 228 of Tim Petty out in front. As of the 7J of Justin Wald sitting there in the 4th spot. We're looking at that good battle there for a second in front of him between Menzie and Duncan. As just remember your top 2 will be going in the 8. So right now it will be the 228 of Tim Petty and the 11 of Duncan. So the 26 of Matt Menzie right now competing for a spot to continue racing here tonight at the Turkey Bowl. As they come out of turn number 4. Duncan now running the top side of Springfield Raceway, finding momentum off of turn number 2 now on the outside of the 228 of Tim Petty, but right behind him is the 26 of Matt Menzie. 3 cars right here, but only 2 will go to the A main. Tim Petty still on the bottom, still holding on to the lead down there on the bottom. As Menzie's in the middle, and Duncan's on the very outside as they come out of turn number 4. Petty now being accompanied by the 26 of Menzie as they come out of turn number 4. 2 more laps will go in this B feature number 1. Here we go. Coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. One more lap to go. Who is going to take the B feature number 1 as they come out of turn number 4? 228 of Tim Petty holding on to the lead as he got the lead back there from the 26 of Matt Menzie. So the 228 of Tim Petty and the 26 of Matt Menzie are locked in into the A main. Everybody else, we appreciate them for coming out to the Turkey Bowl. As the 12 laps will also be your distance. I believe the top 2 will be walking into the A main. Starting on the pole will be the 161 of Joey Wiles. On the outside of him will be the 75 of Gage Garrott. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 216 of Philip Jackson. On the outside of Philip Jackson will be the 12M of Ron Maples. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 25 of Richard Johnson. On the outside of him will be the 11 of Justin Yako. Row number 4 on the inside will be the 51 of Josh Holmes. On the outside of him will be the 67 of Steve Moore. Row number 5 on the inside will be 55 of Colton Bobby. On the outside will be the 77 of Frank Wascavage. Row number 6 will be the 55R of Jeremiah Roller. On the outside of Jeremiah Roller will be the 96 of Justin Parrish. Row number 7 on the inside will be the 27 of Trenton Robinson. On the outside of Trenton Robinson will be the 42 of Steve Worth. Lights are off around Springfield Raceway for B feature number 2. Green flag in the air, we're racing. Joey Wiles out in front of 161 as the 75 of Gage Garrett. Battling left, the 12M of Maples there for a second. As Garrett there right at the bottom, Maples up high. Off of turn number 2, but the caution flag is out. As we got the 77 W Franks was Cabbage bringing out the caution as he was spun there on the exit of turn number 4 on the entry of the front stretch. As the 51, Josh Holmes at a halt there in the turn number 2. As tonight we had 45 Midwest Mods checked in for the Turkey Bowl tonight. So a lot of guys will be going home early or be done early, and that's just what happens when you got that many of drivers checked in for a big race. You know, you wish that you could put everybody into the A main because they made the long haul here to Springfield Raceway or made the short haul for some that live right around the area, but everybody came out to win one of them trophies and the checks and to have their name mentioned in future years as the past Turkey Bowl champion. as we give the 51 of Josh Holmes a push off of the racetrack there. Springfield Raceway, Tommy Fuelan and Jerry Hoffman putting the rules together to build this class, and through the years it's grown to be a big class that are affordable for drivers that want to go racing. As here we go, we get ready to go back racing. Green flag in the air. Joey Wiles out in front with the 12M of Maples in second. 75 of Kira in third as they come down the front stretch. Joey Wiles right now for the 4-5 car lead on the 12M of Maples. As they come down the front stretch. Good racing going on towards the rear of the field back there. As your top four pretty much single file up in front. But the caution on the speedway for the 27 of Trent Robinson, as he is on top of turn number 1 and 2 up there, above the berm there, bringing out the caution. So the 27 of Trent Robinson firing his car back up there. As we'll see if he stays on the racetrack, but he chooses to take a hard right turn into the pit area. As we are booth feature racing here for the Bad Boy Mowers Turkey Bowl here at Springfield Raceway. Once again, we thank everybody for being here at Springfield Raceway, as well as joining us live on racingdirt.com. As the lights will be going off as they come down the front stretch here. Here we go, lights are off. Green flag in the air. As the 161 of Corey Wiles, or Joey Wiles out in front as the 12M of Ron Maples is in second. 75 of Gage Garrett's in third. As the caution comes out, as we got a car stalled on the front stretch there, the 96 Justin Parrish stopped there on the front stretch. As the 55 of Colton Bobby getting a 2-spot penalty for jumping on the restart there, so he'll go back 2 spots there. As the track safety crew is here on the front stretch here, looking over the 96 of Justin Parrish. As we hope everybody here at Springfield Raceway
videos.showmedirt.com
has a wonderful Thanksgiving, a wonderful holiday season here, as we will be wrapping up our race season here at Springfield Raceway here tonight, as we look forward to a great racing season in 2020. As the Turkey Bowl is one of the crown jewel events here at Springfield Raceway that everybody looks forward to, marks on their calendar, as everybody giving the 96 of Justin Parrish a round of applause there. Is tough break for him, but we appreciate these guys for showing up, and like I mentioned earlier, we wish that everybody could just walk into the A main, but that'd be a lot of cars on the quick quarter-mile racetrack. It is a pretty big racetrack, but 45 cars on it would we'd be here probably all night watching some Midwest mile racing. So it's always a process to break 45 cars down into a good field of cars for the A features. So as the lights will be going off, we're ready to go back to green flag racing. As your top two, we go into the A main. So right now it'll be the 161 of Joey Miles and the Wiles and the 12M of Ron Maples. Looks like the 27, I believe, pulling back onto the racetrack. Green flag in the air. We're racing. Joey Wiles off of a great start there, but the 12 of Maples getting momentum down the backstretch as they go into turn number 3 and 4 out of turn number 4. Caution flag in the air as the 75 of Gage Garrett in the middle of turn number 4. High off at 4, there's the 75 of Gage Garrett. So the 216 of Philip Jackson now in the 3rd spot there, as the 75 of Gage Garrett will tag to the rear of the field, as he'll have a lot of work ahead of him to get back to where he was and to try to get locked into the A main. As they come down the front stretch here, the lights will be going off. We'll be looking for that green flag next time. As your 161 of Joey Wiles started on the pole and right now is still your leader. So the last restart, he had a really good restart on that start. We'll see if he can do that again, as the 12 of Maples was reeling him in on the back stretch there before the caution came out. And we'll see what happens here as the green flag is back out and we're racing. Wiles going into turn 3 and 4, your leader as they go down the front stretch. Caution flag though comes back out as we got 3 cars, I believe, over there in turn 3 and 4. For 4 cars, we got the 27, the 11 of Justin Yako, the 75 of Gage Garrett, and I believe the 25 of Richard Johnson. So the 161 of Joey Wiles can't catch a break as he has great restarts, but the caution flag just keeps coming back out when he comes back around. But the 12M of Ron Maples is probably liking this as he's getting multiple shots at trying to compete with the 161 there with Joey Wiles. The 67 is Steve Moore right now sitting in your 4th spot there. As we are still working there in turn number 4 as the 75 of Gage Garrett getting his machine fired back up there, and that's black 75. Getting the lineup here straightened out here as all these drivers have race receivers, so our tower officials can radio down to these drivers where the drivers will be able to hear them and know where to go. As back in the day, we always had an infield steward that would come out on the racetrack, and that job was, you have to be very, very brave to be on the middle of the racetrack with race cars coming at you and pointing and each and every direction and telling them where to go. So now we found it took a little bit of time too, so now we found a way to save time and keep our officials safe by having race receivers that we can just radio to them, and they can't talk back to us, but we can talk back to them and let them know where to go as the lights are off. Green flag in the air, we're racing. Joey Wiles once again with a great start, but here comes the 12 of Ron Maples as she shot off of turn number 2. But the white flag is in the air, 1 more lap to go. As the 161 of Joey Wiles will be able to hold on to 12 of Ron Maples as they come down the front stretch, as he will do that. As the 161 of Joey Wiles will be taking the B feature 2 number 2 win with the 12 of Ron Maples second. So them two will be locked into the A main as we get ready for some late model.